Good morning, everyone. We're about to bring you the latest COVID-19 UAE updates. However, if you found this podcast through an article, which so many of you are doing, please hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcasts so you can get your Dubai news daily.
Good morning, everybody. We are back here at the Lovin Dubai headquarters. You're here today with Shireen, myself, and Mariam, and we're here for the weekend Lovin Daily Show. So what we do on the show, as you may well be aware of by now, is we talk about the top trending stories here in Dubai, and we've got a couple. We have a couple of announcements, obviously, on the new measures that have taken place now in Dubai in line with COVID-19 safety measures, as announced by obviously the Dubai Health Authority and all the authorities in Dubai. And we've got a lot of fun stories to talk about today. So if you're into Bridgerton, stay tuned. We're going to discuss that in a bit and a bunch of other things. So to start, I wanted to ask you, how's your Saturday morning going? How's it been? What did you do yesterday? Did you go out? Did you stay in? How was it? Mariam, for yourself, I want to ask you, did you actually do anything? Because Mariam was here till like 1 yesterday. I don't know, what did you do? Did you have family day? I know for a bunch of you guys, you had family days. Can't relate. Don't have
Yeah, I
family
had a
here.
family day actually. I went outside and I had fun. I went to Dubai Festival City Mall. And
Okay. Oh my God, I haven't been there in so long.
they have a ton of sale there.
Do
Actually.
they?
It's really good.
Lots
yeah.
of sales at Dubai
Yeah.
Festival City Mall, apparently, guys. Also, I wanted to, you know what? The last time that I actually was at Dubai Festival City Mall was, I think, last year when we were shooting for It's a Dubai Thing for the Philippine Independence Day, because there were lots of events that were taking place there outside in the promenade. You know how they have the fountain and light show?
Yeah.
Super interesting. But yes, I want to start off, you guys, by talking about the new measures that have been put in place, right, for all the public and private gatherings. To start, they announced, along with the temporary entertainment ban for hotel establishments and restaurants, that this too applies for vessels, so yachts, boats, whatnot, that are being rented out, and floating restaurants. So again, if you've made any reservations ahead of time for those things, call ahead, check what they've got. But I mean, it's still running, it's still operating for my information, but it's just that there's no entertainment. So no dancers, singers, any of that sort. And that started from Thursday, 2 days ago, until further notice. And just in, they announced actually last night around 11 p.m. that gatherings now, like home gatherings, private gatherings, if you've got weddings or any of that sort, are just going to be for first relatives. And you're allowed a maximum of 10 people, whether this is at home or in a hotel. Keep that in mind. Social distancing is also now being kind of lengthened to 3 meters as opposed to the usual 2 meters. Okay, and this also applies for fitness centers and gyms. This is obviously to increase social distancing. We need to be safer. And what else? What else? What else do we have here? You're only allowed 4 people for shisha places. So in a table, 4 people for shisha places. And if you're out dining somewhere or any of that sort, instead of the usual 10 people, you're now allowed to be 7 people on the table. So keep that in mind. So these are the new updates. We'll have these up on our website, obviously, if you want to keep having a look. But I guess, but again, like always contact the restaurants or lounges or any places that you may have had reservations with, just to double check. And this is good for all of us, you guys. This is good for all of us. I also want to throw it in there that everyone's been talking about vaccinations. We talked about this yesterday. And Dubai inmates actually have received free vaccination as well. And this is all a part of the vaccination drive that the UAE has, where they want to have 50% of the population be completely vaccinated by the end of March. Ambitious, but I don't doubt that the country can actually get this done. And I mean, like I said yesterday as well, let's be part of the solution. So do your research, pick out the kind of vaccine that you think works best for you, with the specifications you may have, and book. I mean, it's free anyway, isn't it? Yes, so that's the new measures that have been put in place. Let me look at what you guys are saying. How is the weather in Dubai? A lot of you guys are asking how the weather in Dubai is right now. It's a little, it's not that windy anymore, is it? It's like chilly. Um, It looks foggy from behind me, I know, but it's really it's not that bad. It's not as bad as it was the other days. I mean, actually, I don't really find it to be bad. I find it
It's cold though.
it's cool.
It's
Yeah,
really cold. Yeah. Like today,
exactly.
it was kind of freezing for Dubai. It's
For Dubai,
yeah, for Dubai.
which we love,
Yeah.
which we love. Hello, Lachu. Where is this? We are in JLT, by the way. Okay, let me not be distracted. So now let's talk about Nicole on Trend. We wrote about her yesterday. We've had her on the Lovin show last year. Love her. She's so fabulous. She brought in like her huge Chanel package and unboxed it right in front of Casey and I. But she had a little Bridgerton moment, if you will. Oh my God, my British accent's my fake British accent's about to come through. This is bad. But I'm sure any of you that have watched Bridgerton on Netflix totally left your rooms with this regality of sorts, you know, thinking you come from the Regency era. But yes, Nicole on Trend obviously joined in on the hype. She released this video. I don't know if you can see it, but she posted this video yesterday of her prancing around at Galeries Lafayette in Dubai, as one does, dressed up in all the fancy clothing, you know, Bridgerton style, inspired by it. You can see her having tea, having some fun. There's even a section where she was kind of hand sanitizing in all the luxurious gowns that she wore, and I love that. It speaks to Nicole's personality, which I definitely felt that energy when we had her around as well. But this is quite interesting that everyone's been discussing Bridgerton. You know, it's obviously it received millions and millions of viewers. People who binge watched it all in a day. I know I did. I couldn't wait a day or two to finish the show. It's interesting. It's kind of like a Gossip Girl meets, I don't know if I'm going to be putting this correctly, but Gossip Girl meets The Crown? Something like that? Yeah, something like that, you know? So if you're into that, then you probably love Bridgerton. But it's been all the hype. It's really been all the hype. It's kind of like with The Queen's Gambit. A lot of these really great Netflix shows that have been coming out, like shortly after they come out, there was this thing called the Queen's Gambit effect, where chess sets were sold out all over Amazon, and the same is happening with Bridgerton. Like everyone's taking, you know, a fascination over the Regency era, which is really interesting to see. I mean, we are all on Netflix and have been since the beginning of the pandemic, haven't we? But let me know, have you guys watched Bridgerton? Um, Nicole's actually watching us. Hi, Nicole. She's like, I think we're all fed up with loungewear. There you go. Exactly, Nicole. So there you go. Let me know if you guys have watched Bridgerton. Who's your favorite character? I don't want to give you any spoilers, but I kind of had a feeling about Lady Whistledown from the very beginning. But again, let me know. On to our next story. This one's pretty interesting, and it is such a Dubai story. I mean, and I want to ask you guys about this later on, but basically there's a physio who moved to Dubai and he got a job at a hospital, but he only lasted about 3 months. He didn't really like it as much. And so unaware what to do next with his life and how to move forward, he decided to start his own thing. He set up his own kind of, you know, his physio gig. And what do you know? His first client, if you can see the picture here, the Instagram live people can't see it, but you know, you'll see it later. His first client was Stormzy, the British grime rapper. I mean, how Dubai is that? I probably have so many stories of meeting a ton of celebrities here, mainly because I used to work like hostessing gigs at the Comic Con from way back when. But if you're a Dubai resident right now, or you've lived in Dubai, then you probably know that you may have seen a celebrity or two running around, like, or being at the mall, walking around the mall. Mariam, have you met any celebrities while you're here in Dubai?
I actually did. Like,
Tell us
a ton
about
of,
it.
especially Mall of Emirates.
Yeah,
You meet a ton of them. Like I
That's
think
true.
Chris Fade and a lot of, like, you know, Arab stars were there. Like celebrities just love this mall, you know.
to be honest, that's true. I swear I saw Mona and Alia Katan walking around there once doing their shopping. And the great thing about Dubai is it's either very casual in the sense where that we see them, and I mean, if you're a Dubai resident, you see them and you kind of just want to give them their space,
Yeah.
or it's like approaching in a really nice way. We don't see a lot of that like crazy
Yeah, we
paparazzi
don't. And actually, they're really nice. Like sometimes when they see that you're like shy or looking at them from far away, but not like staring at them, stalking them, but like,
they'll
they will
initiate
come to
it.
you and they
That's
were like,
true.
"Hi, how are you?" Like I personally like remember when I saw like Chris Fade, I was like, and then I was kind of shy, but then he came up and
He's
he was
nice.
like, yeah, he was like, "How are you?" I was like, "How are
How am I?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
how are you?" Like, yeah, so they're really nice,
Oh my God, some people are like, I need to see Mariam. Oh my God, we'll
I'm
show you
here,
Mariam
yeah.
towards the Instagram live. I'll show you
Okay.
Mariam after we're done with our live stream. But yes, tell me your Dubai stories, you guys. Let me actually see what you're saying on Facebook as well. Let me not neglect the Facebook peeps. Wait a sec. Hey, Rich. Rich is watching. Also, like I said this on Instagram Live, but Heidi, thanks for advising me to rock a red lip. I never usually wear red lipstick. I digress though. But anyway, thanks for that. Jam was talking to us about Australia. Amazing. Mana, what's up on Facebook? But yes, like I was saying, okay, meeting celebrities in Dubai. Funny you say that about Chris Fade because he's obviously a very good friend of Lovin Dubai now. You know, Casey would usually pre-pandemic go to the Virgin radio show and talk about the top trending stories in Dubai there. I think it was on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. But I remember meeting Chris Fade for the first time when I was studying journalism way back when, like for a good 4 or 5 years ago. Okay, probably before that. Just trying to relive my youth. But I remember one of our journalism teachers took us to their radio station, and we got to meet Pretty Malik, Big Rossi, and Chris Fade. And I was just so in awe of what they did and how friendly he had been from that very first time. With all of us, giving us the tips and just feeling his energy and an energy that he kind of has always had on a consistent basis. Second time I met him was at the Comic Con, like I said. I think he was there with his fiance Brianna, and I was giving out kimonos with Ayaso Boutique. That's fun. I also met, if you've seen Back to the Future, do you know the Doc? What's his name? Doc. Basically, Doc from Back to the Future.
The thing is, I didn't watch it. Is
You didn't
it the
watch
young
it?
guy or the old guy?
The old guy.
Okay. With respect to the fans.
But I met Doc. Well, I didn't meet him like in close proximity, but I watched him talk at during one of the exhibits that they had at the Comic Con. So that was really interesting. I could name a few more, but we'll go on for days. But yeah, like I said, let us know if you've had any fun encounters with celebrities. But this is really interesting. I mean, we're hoping Lee Moran, we're hoping and wishing you the best in your new gig. Definitely a good start having Stormzy as your first client. So there you go. What a push for 2021, right? On to our final story. Speaking of yet another media personality, Casey Neistat. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Please correct me if I'm not. But Casey Neistat, he's a renowned YouTube filmmaker, travel vlogger. You may have seen a couple of his. If you're like me and you scroll through YouTube a lot, you may have seen one of his reviews for certain first class flights and whatnot. But obviously he does more. I could never even describe the amount of things that this guy does on social media, which is amazing. He just discovered yesterday though that he had his very own Dubai star at the Walk of Fame. Can you imagine? So he posted on his Twitter account a picture of it. Says it was sent by his friend, and it's obviously a picture of his name having his own little Dubai store. And he said, "Anyone know anything about this? A friend of a friend sent it to a friend. Apparently, it's in Dubai. What does the symbol mean? Where in Dubai? Why?" He's like, "I mean, I appreciate it. Seems super cool. I just had no idea." And obviously, people on his Twitter account, I mean, his 2.1 million following, had to explain it to him. Others didn't really know quite much about it. But obviously, all the Dubai residents filled him in, told him that this is kind of like a tribute to the people who, do inspiring things. And if you remember, Dubai stars are given, initially they were given on a voting basis, but they're also obviously given to people, prominent people in in their respective industries, who kind of inspire a wider range of people globally in whatever it is that they do. So Casey Neistat is obviously one of that. But like he said, he wasn't aware of the star, and it was just a bit odd to him. But he said, who cares at the end of the day? This is so cool. And I agree, that is very cool, Casey Neistat. We have this up on our Lovin Dubai website, by the way. So if you want to check out all the other stars who've received their Dubai stars in the past, check those out. If you've been, let us know if you've taken a picture with one of the Dubai stars. And yes, that actually wraps up my stories for the day. But before I go, I want to check out again how many of you guys are, engaging with us. Hi, Daniel. I'm going to be saying hi to a couple of you. Hi, Daniel. Mandeep. Siyad Hussein. Okay, I want to ask you, Mariam, one more time before, I expose you on the Instagram live, since you apparently have fans. Love that for you.
Yes.
What are your plans for Saturday?
I'm gonna go home and do some uni work because,
We love a university student. Love
Thanks.
that for you, sis.
Thanks, sis.
Enjoy.
Yeah. I will try my best to do
How
that.
many months do you have left anyway?
I think I'm gonna finish at the end of April.
Okay.
So
Good luck.
late April, early May. So.
Good luck. I
Thank
do
you
miss
so much.
university. I do miss university days, I must say. But yes, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. Casey or Simran will join you tomorrow. And as always, be safe, wear your masks, wash your hands, bring your sanitizers everywhere, social distance, 3 meters, keep that in mind. And I'm going to make this my new motto, even though it's not really mine and it's a bit cliche, but it really goes without saying to always count your blessings, because it makes a heck of a difference in your day-to-day life, especially if you've been, anxious or stressed out, obviously, with everything that's going on around us. So yeah, that's it from Mariam and I. Goodbye.
Guys, that is a wrap for the Lovin Daily. We are back same time, same place every weekday morning. And of course, don't miss the Lovin Show every Tuesday, where I chat with Dubai personalities. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and have a great day.